Hi guys, welcome back to Kaykonvo, where it's not a consultation, just a conversation. Today, I'm gonna give you an overall concept of what the Optavia program is. If you wanna find out more, stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to Kaykonvo. And today, what I want to do is, I feel like I've been making all these videos about the program that I've been on, but I've never kind of just given you an overall video so that you can kind of come to and get an understanding of what the program is exactly, right? So today, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to give you an overall understanding of what the Optavia program is, okay? So I'm gonna break it down into 5 things. The coaching part of the program, what are the fuelings, what is a lean and green, the price, and basically kind of what the program teaches you overall, or basically what it kind of teaches me, just to give you an understanding of what I feel the difference is from other things I've tried, okay? So let's get right into it. And I'll put timestamps at the bottom so you can kind of see which each part of the video is if you want to kind of get an idea of that specific thing. Okay, so let's just address the name situation. Okay, so the program is Optavia, right? So basically, I used to say Optavia, then my coach said that name wasn't right, so then I just say Optavia. I say it all kind of ways. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but I just want to kind of address that because people always say, oh, it's this way or that way. But hey, this program changed my life. So the name is just here nor there, okay? So basically, the Optavia program, the one that I was on was the 5-in-1, right? So basically, no matter which one you're gonna be on, you're gonna have a coach. And I am a certified Optavia coach. So then if you guys need a coach, I am taking new clients at the time of recording this video. I just can't take transfers or anybody who already maybe has a coach, okay? I'll get into that later. But anyway, so you're gonna get a coach with this program, okay? So that's the biggest thing that kind of like was like, oh, a coach? Like, what do you mean you get a coach? You know, most programs, somebody gives you this program and then it kind of, they just send you on your way, right? So the good thing about this is you're getting someone to kind of say, hey, let's walk through this program. What do you need to do? What do you need to eat? You know, because you're going to get a lot of stuff in that box and you're going to kind of go, what am I supposed to be doing? So your coach is kind of there to kind of walk you through it. You know, they do those daily check-ins kind of first. They're there if you have any questions, and then they'll kind of do weekly check-ins with you, just kind of check in on you to make sure you're held accountable, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people kind of get confused. Your coach, like when I'm walking alongside my clients, like I'm walking alongside with you on this journey. I'm here to answer any questions and give you any guidance so that you're following the plan to the best you can so that you can lose the most weight. But it is ideally up to you. You have to make this commitment to yourself. And most of the time, most people do, but it's nice sometimes. Some people, I didn't tell most of my family when I first started this program. So sometimes you just kind of need that person and that, I don't know, we have a good community as well to kind of get you through, to kind of bounce ideas off of and talk through different issues when you're going along the program. Because this is a mental, I know I've said this a few times, this is a big mental decision, okay? So the first piece of it is you get a coach, which for some people, myself included, it's really nice to have that person you can like text or call and be like, hey, am I measuring this right? Like, what am I doing? Am I doing this wrong? Did I do this right? Hey, I only lost this much this week. Am I doing something wrong? Is this kind of the right way to do it? Or even when you do drop that, break through that wall and you drop that first like 5 or 6 pounds and you have that person to call that's just there cheering you on. It's just a good feeling knowing that you have that type of support, because not everybody has that support when they start the program. So the first part is a coach, okay? The second part of the program you need to understand is the fuelings. So you'll hear a lot of times people say 5-in-1, 4-in-2, different things like that. That first number represents the items that Optavia will send to you in a box, okay? So when you order and they're telling you you're gonna place an order, you're gonna be placing an order to get food that comes in a box, okay? So it's kind of broken down. Even if you go on the website, usually your coach will place that order for you because they kind of can give you, again, some insight on the ones you want or don't want. I like to kind of prep my clients ahead of time. Like I said, you don't want to focus on the food, but it's important. I feel like people go along the journey a little bit easier if the things they have in their box they like, okay? So it's basically broken down into desserts, which We all know I don't even have one with me now, but the brownie and the cookie and things like that. I love the brownie. One of my faves. You know, brownies, they have shakes, right? I'm not a shake fan, but I do like the hot chocolate. Here's one of them, and I'll hold it up to the screen that you can see. This is the velvety hot chocolate. So this is another one that I've been using to kind of replace my coffee. You can also put this in your coffee, because look, if you're like me, I had cream and sugar with this much coffee. I don't even know why I was drinking coffee. I don't know if it was a force of habit, which is another thing we'll get to, but basically you can add shakes and different things into your coffee and stuff like that. So it's the desserts, there's shakes, there's warm food. So this is a new one. I don't know, I usually talk about like the ones I love or hate, but guys, this is one that I have to say, the chicken flavored vegetable soup, I had no idea I would like that, okay? And I had it today and it was pretty good. I'm just saying, that might be a new one. Just saying, because I kind of was having too much sweet stuff. So I was like, okay, I need to try to figure out different things and open up my palate a little bit. So desserts, shakes, the warm foods, and one of the things that got me by, I always tell you guys this, the bars. So there's a different variety of bars. This one right here, I love this one, the drizzled fudge bar. It's just, basically a chocolate bar. I love the s'mores bar as well, but you're gonna have different types. Now, a lot of people rather do the powdered Fuelings because it's probably not as bad for you. I don't know, because of the bars or something like that. But anyway, what I was eating before, when we say what's bad for you, let's be real with ourselves. For me, I don't know about you, but what I was eating before, can't even compare it to this. But anyway, some people just rather the powdered Fuelings because, bars and stuff like that. But the bars are one of the reasons why I stuck to this program, because I was always on the go. Always on the go, okay? And I feel like I would give myself a reason to go and stop and get food. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I have to go stop and eat here or do this or eat somewhere over here. Oh, I need to stop, get food. And I feel like I was giving myself a reason to eat fast food or something that wasn't good for me. So I really like that. The bars were convenient, that I could keep them in my car, keep them in my purse if I'm stuck somewhere. No microwave. Same thing with the shakes. All you need is a bottle of water. You put this in, shake it up really good, and then you're good to go. It comes with a shaker in your box. So when I'm saying a box, you're gonna get, usually I think it's about 21 of these boxes, okay? In every single box, you're gonna get 7, okay? So you basically need 21 boxes to cover the whole month about, right? So that's what we're saying when you're gonna order a box. So when we're saying Fuelings, that's the Fuelings, okay? And that's basically designed to kind of get you in a fat burn, because this plan has no exercise, okay? Yes, you heard me right. No exercise, okay? This is to focus on nutrition, which was good for me because it told me you can't outwork the FARC, okay? Sometimes, you eat a bag of chips and some cookies and way too many Oreos and you're like, I'm gonna go on a little short walk this afternoon. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna make sure I burn a bunch of calories. It doesn't work like that. So that's a good thing about this program. These Fuelings are called Fuelings because they're fueling your body, okay? And that represents the first number. So for the 5-in-1, you're gonna have 5 of those a day every 3 hours. So you don't want to go past 3 hours, right? So this program is designed to kind of tell your body to get you in a fat burn, to keep you eating every 3 hours. So when I'm saying Fuelings, that's what I'm referring to, those Fuelings, okay? And I'll do another video on fat burn. Let me know if you guys want me to do that down in the comments below. Okay, but now with that 5, that's your Fuelings. The 1 is the lean and green, okay? This is probably, you think, would be the best part, because people are like, oh, I can't do a program where I eat food coming from a box. But in my experience, people have the most confusion about the lean and green, okay? So the lean and green part, I got my charts with me, is the part where I talk about this all the time. I'm gonna do an updated video on the charts. I have that coming up where I kind of went through every single one of these charts. But this is where Optavia really, again, is really good, because they give you these charts, okay? And everything is broken down. So your lean and green, if I'm just gonna sum it up, your lean and green will consist of 1 protein. So in your box, you're gonna get this little book that tells you the different proteins. There's 3 categories: lean, leaner, leanest, okay? Basically, you could pick like Shrimp, that's the leaner meat, you know, those shrimp and fishes. Shrimp or fish, you know, you can pick from that category. And then the middle category is like your chickens, you know, things like that. And then the last one you could kind of say is your red meat. But it's broken down, 7 ounces, 6 ounces, 5 ounces. So you're gonna pick a protein, okay? And then you're gonna pick 3 servings of veggies. And if you pick from the top 2 categories of those proteins, you can have healthy fats. Top category, you can have 2 healthy fats. Middle category, you can have 1. I kind of say that a few times, so I don't want to be repetitive in other videos. If you want to check out those lean and green videos, I'll try to link them above or anything like that. But your lean and green is where you start to learn how a meal should look. Because if I'm just being honest with you guys, we weren't eating veggies. Like, my definition of a vegetable was pork and beans, corn, anything I was eating with rice and smothered pork chops, smothered everything. It wasn't the veggies, right? You know, it was always rice and something else. So basically this, it kind of just opened up our minds, and myself and my family, because it teaches you what you should be cooking. You know, at first you're gonna go, I get some people say, I don't eat veggies, can't do the program. Don't do that. Like, listen, this is vital to your health, okay? If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. And I'm serious. This is gonna teach you so much. So understanding that lean and green part, 1 protein, 3 servings of veggies, you're gonna teach yourself and your kids and your family different vegetables. You're gonna have to find a vegetable you like. You know, so I like mushrooms. I know people hate mushrooms. Mushrooms, broccoli, green beans, asparagus, tomato, like lettuce, like spring. There's just things that I would never usually have on my plate when I'm eating a meal. I now have that, and I'm so grateful to this plan for that. So when it comes to the lean and green, that's what the portion of the program, that's the second number, right? So you're gonna be making that lean and green, and you're gonna be measuring it out using those charts, measuring ounces. It's just the more accurate way, okay? So that's the lean and green part. Now we're gonna talk about price, okay? I'm not gonna get too detailed into price because I feel like people get so focused on the amount of money, and I get it. Listen, the amount of money took me the longest to kind of commit to the program, but the amount of money kind of kept me on the program because I didn't want to go to my husband and say, oh, I just spent this money on a program and I'm not doing it. You know, like, I was kind of ashamed to do that, and I'm a little cheap, you know, so I was just like, there's no way I'm going to do this. But literally, my husband and I think we had like a few things we had to go to the month before I started, and I was like, let's just kind of weigh the options. And we just started writing down how much we were spending on food. And I'm embarrassed to say, like, I don't even want to admit how much we were spending, but let's just say the amount of money that you spend on this is beyond what you're probably spending if you're not eating right. And I know a lot of you probably cook at home and you're still like cooking bad food at home. But honestly, what happens is when you're on program, all we did was, like, my husband was on program too, and that was kind of like, oh gosh, are we going to be able to do that? But it worked out because the grocery list was different, you know. And then when we're out and about, we have our Fuelings, you know. We're not worried about stopping at these fast food places when, I mean, things are getting expensive. You guys already know. I mean, you get fast food all week, once a week, like, easy. You're clearing like $100 some, easy, okay? So anyway, but the price, like, per box, I think the box price for like a box like this, not the whole box, is about, I think it went up. I think it was like 21 something, but I think it's around $22. So if you're thinking of the 21 boxes for your first order, I think it's about $400 something. I gotta double check, it's around $430, but I think that's changed, but don't quote me on that. As of the date of this video, I'll try to put it up here somewhere, but listen, just do $22 a box, and then you're getting your 21 boxes. But here's an important thing about the price that I didn't know. I didn't know that it wasn't subscription based. And when I say that, don't get me wrong, when you start your first order, it'll let you know when a month's up and you need to order your next one. But there is no set number that you have to get. So I just want to put that out there. Like, if you have to divide that up because you really want to do the program and you need to order some here, some there, you could do that. Your first order though, I would get it all together and just look, figure out, save up if you need to. I would put that whole order in together, and then eventually as you go on, you'll start to know you're saving on groceries, you're not eating out, you know, then you'll start to understand how the price works for you, okay? So that's basically the price in a nutshell. But it's not that you're spending that $400 something every single month, because I kind of thought like automatically that was going to come out of my account. Now, like I said, it's up to you. You can kind of split up that order as you want. I mean, I actually would order more than that just because I didn't want to run out. And you kind of know when you start playing and this becomes so convenient and you're on a roll and the weight is dropping off. I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't. I needed my Fuelings. But okay, so that's the pricing part of it. And now the last part I kind of want to touch on is like basically what this program has taught me. Okay, so you know, we all right now you're sitting and you're contemplating because you're like, you need to lose weight, right? So when I first started this program, I was like, head first, don't think about it. This is a reset. Stop thinking about, oh, this is a lifestyle change. Stop thinking about all of this, because what ends up happening is you're overthinking. And when we do that, we talk ourselves out of doing something, right? So you're constantly going, oh, but I can't do this. I can't eat 3 vegetables. I can't sit there and measure every, you know, and you start, you know, you're convincing yourself. And all I'm saying is what this program kind of taught me was we got to stop overthinking everything. And yes, at first we need to reset. So I needed to reset. I needed to drop the weight, and that's important. But it's very important to understand, and you're going to get these books. Do I have the book? Oh, I don't even know if I could show this on camera, but it also comes with these really thick books, okay? And a lot of people are like, I don't want the books. I don't want the books. No, listen. These books are a big part of the program because it kind of teaches you why you're eating the way you're eating. I know that sounds really crazy because look, I'm not any therapist or anything, but I'm serious. I feel like the issue is not just getting the weight off. This is the only program that kind of, look, if I'm just being real with you, this was the only program that was like, Alicia, you need to get real with yourself. And what you're doing is not okay. It kind of exposes you, you know, and it makes you understand that eating vegetables should be a part of your life. Like you shouldn't eat these vegetables this little bit of time and then be like, oh, I'm done with the program and go back, because I don't care if you're on Weight Watchers. I don't care if you're on Slim Fast. I don't care if you're on, someone wrote you some private plan or whatever. You have to figure out a way to incorporate this into your life because it's so important. And this, I think he focuses on the habits of health. He says that a lot. And I think it's so true. Even how I told you guys about my coffee at the beginning, I started to tell myself, like, my dad's a diabetic. Alicia, is it smart for you to be having your coffee with the amount of sugar you have it with and the amount of creamer? Yes, you stopped doing that so you can lose weight. But even if you weren't trying to lose weight, is that smart? Is there something else you can do? And I feel like this program out of nowhere, I was just like, just get through it. And I still suggest that. Don't start thinking about everything you could change the rest of your life. Until you get in a rhythm, those first 3 to 4 months, knock that out. Knock that out if you need to, or even if you only need 1 month. Knock that out, just head steam, keep it simple. But literally start realizing small things. If every morning you stop at Starbucks and you get a mocha, I don't know Starbucks drinks, guys. I don't drink Starbucks. If my daughter was here, she'd be able to tell you all these drinks. But if you're stopping to get something, just look at the amount of sugar there's in it. If it's like 35 or like, I don't know, like 40 grams of sugar, just think to yourself, for the rest of your life, if this is a habit, is that going to be something that you could do the rest of your life and really be present for your family? Is this helping you? And I think that's what this program kind of gave me, like a little reality check on the slick, because I've done other programs and I don't want to say I outsmarted the program, but between learning the habits that I need to and my coach knowing that I had to kind of like, oh, I gotta let her know and she's gonna try to figure out what's wrong with me or why I'm not losing weight. I don't want to lie to her, so I need to change what I'm doing. I feel like this program really gave me a reality check to understand that the way I was living and eating, I can't go back to that. And when I say I can't go back to that, am I saying look, I eat cake, you know, like you're gonna have stuff. I'm not saying that. But when it's a trigger for you and 1 piece of cake turns into 7 pieces of cake for the next 8 days, that's a problem, you know. And when you dive into these books and different things like that, maybe your trigger is fried chicken. I don't know, but I feel like whatever it is, you're gonna learn what's the trigger for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, you know, well, what happens if I cheat? You're not cheating. You're either trying to lose your weight or you're not. Don't look at it as cheating. You're either on the program or you're not. You know what I mean? And I think that was another reality check, and I was like, whoa, you're right. Like, it has nothing to do, like, I don't want to cheat myself or my money. Because, you know, when you get into a good fat burn, it's almost like when you get off this program, you're starting all over. And then it's so important to kind of do it in the correct order and transition. Even I talk about me not transitioning properly, because it's important to get to where you need to be and figure out, okay, this is going to be my lifestyle. Because you stop in the middle and you just go back to where you were, and people go, oh, I don't like that program because I gained all the weight back. Okay, just answer that question. When you stopped, did you go back to doing every single thing you were doing before? That has nothing to do with the program. That has everything to do with the mental part of why you're deciding to eat the things you're eating. Okay, sorry. I don't want to like blabble on forever, but it taught me a lot of things, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. But I hope that gave you an overall understanding of what Optavia 5-in-1 is, or what Optavia program is in general. If you guys have any questions, I really do try to answer all the comments, so leave them in the comments below. If this video was helpful, please like this video. It really helps, and subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Well, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching Kaykonvo, where it's not a consultation, just a conversation. Bye, guys.